Good evening and welcome to Karen's Place, Doylestown's only underground Christian cafe. Thank you for coming out tonight. For some of you who may not have been here before, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We are open the first and third Saturday of the month, featuring a wide variety of styles of music. It ranges from rock to blues to jazz to acoustic. We've even done some hardcore events here at times. The tables that you're sitting at, there's a Karen's Place Tribune. You can take that home with you, outline some of the bands that are coming in the future. There's a response card if you want to get on a mailing list, either email or snail mail. Fill that out and give it to someone in the kitchen. Promise you we won't spam you to death. We'll just keep you posted on what's happening. And if you're sitting at home on your computer, you can go on our website at karensplace.org. We also keep that up to date with the bands that are coming. And also, while you're on there, if you didn't know, we actually live stream all of our events. But they're archived, and you can see any of them in the past by going on our website, clicking on the Boxcast TV link, and it shows all the shows that we've done in the past. If you're on Facebook now, some of you like to go on Facebook. It's actually being streamed right now live on Facebook. It's also being streamed on YouTube, and it's streamed on our server as well. So anyway, we've got a lot of stuff in the kitchen for you to eat and drink. And when you buy something over there, a percentage of that money gets donated to Worthwhile Wear. It's an organization that helps get women out of sex trafficking situations. They operate a thrift shop up in Plumsteadville. It's a great place to go. They also operate a home called The Well, which when they pull a woman out of a situation like that, they give her a place to live, they give her job skills and a whole bunch of things. It's a great organization. So go up to their thrift shop and buy something, but just know that we do donate a percentage of our money that we take in here to them as well. Also, when you go over to that window on the right-hand side, there is a jar. Next to the jar, there is a sign, and on the sign it says, "For the band." Most of our artists work on a free will offering. If you're able to put anything in that jar, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Just to give you a heads up of what's coming up here at Karen's Place. In 2 weeks, the Patrick O'Connor Band, he's coming down from Connecticut, will be here. March is our Blues Rock Madness Month. We got the Stephen Bell Trio they're also from Connecticut, by the way. And Obadiah will be here. It gets a little loud. We may even bring out the smoke machine again. I don't know. We may or may not. We sell New Orleans coffee. It's great. You got to try it. And then April 1st is our annual comedy night that benefits Battle for Children's Charities. And a new artist, I'm really excited about having her here. Amanda Nolan will be here in the third week in April. Can't remember what the date is, 15 or I think it's 15. Yeah, it must be April 15th. Anyway, that's all listed on our website. We also have a Facebook page, and you can subscribe to our YouTube page as well. So, I'm going to get off the stage. There's a bunch of guys. There's one guy behind me. I had to tell you a story about this guy behind me. Originally, how many of you are familiar with the band Pillar? A couple. Well, when the band started, he was the original drummer for Pillar. Guitar. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. I've been saying drummer for all these years. Well, okay, he was the original guitarist for Pillar. Yeah, but, yeah, I don't know what he was. He's behind me now. You can ask him. Anyway, these guys rock. Please welcome Once Called Saul.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to see you. I see a lot of familiar faces, which is great. And we appreciate the real fans of Once Called Saul coming out even with the Eagles game on. My own flesh and blood, my father is at home. I understand, Dad. I guess it's his way of getting back to me. My daughter's middle name is Dallas. see you looking out into the space, and all your hopes and dreams are written on your face. Take your hat and you're on your way. You're never looking back. It's your man today. I'll wait for you until my days are through. I'm looking for the boy I knew. I'll wait for you. Now it's been a while, and you've been on your own, and all your friends are gone, and you're all alone. You dream of the place you once called home. Oh, won't you come home? I'll wait for you until my days are through. I'm looking for the boy I knew. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you until my days are through. I'm looking for the boy I knew. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you until my days are through. I'm looking for the boy I knew. I'll wait for you. Thank you very, very much. Josh on the drums would like more of Jake's lead guitar in his ears. Oh, and Jake would like more of his own guitar. Never get enough of that. And all the guys in the band are thinking the same thing. No one's ever asked for more of my guitar. So, as Don was kind of saying earlier, that who here? Actually, first question is: see a lot of familiar. How many people have seen us before? Wow, wow. You came back. So I don't have to tell any stories tonight. I don't have to tell anything.
No, we didn't plan enough music for that
whatsoever. No, we really appreciate you guys coming out. Josh and I were talking, or we were all talking the last practice of how long it has been, at least that I've been with the band. 16 years that I've been with the band, and they were a band before me. So Josh is really kind of our glue that keeps us all together and everything. We practice at his house and use all of his equipment, borrow his guitars from time to time. And Josh also can play bass guitar and six-string guitar and drums and a bunch of stuff. And he wrote this next song. Yeah. Never. Nobody noticed. Anyway, this next song is called Stand in My Place. Bleeding like came to you, eyes in tears and your hands in peace. I never needed after I knew you, and all the happy endings were written before. Standing here watching the pouring rain, even out of the silence, will you stand in my place? Though I don't run, you come here beside me, and you opened up your hands and stand in my place. Her eyes are fixed, alone without you, she burns inside. She's cold or rejected, and she's bitter within. But all she needs is all you have. Standing here watching the pouring rain, even out of the silence, will you stand in my place? Though I run, you come here beside me, and you opened up your hands and stand in my place. Standing here watching the pouring rain, even out of the silence, will you stand in my place? Though I run, you come here beside me, and you opened up your hands and stand in my place. And on that cross you're hanging, Thank you. Well, unfortunately, yesterday morning I woke up with a little bit of a sinusy throat thing. So as a real rock star, I'm drinking tea. So I'll tell a story quick that we have never told. That little breakdown there where Jake's just kind of playing the center of it on the breakdown. We played at a church. We played at this church down the line. I don't remember where it was. It was a pretty big sized church. And they wanted like a little more quiety stuff, not our rock and roll. Because you tell people you're a Christian band, they're like, praise and worship? No. Anyway, we're doing the show, and the pastor during that song, unbeknownst to us, decides to walk up to the stage and decides during that breakdown to do this long prayer. And our old guitar player, Josh, had to play it like 100 times, just over and over. And we're like looking like we don't know this is going to happen. And he is like almost like tearing up just over and over. I felt so bad for him. We're like on the side, like, Lord, just let his hands work. Just let his hands work. You know. But there you go. This is a story I've never told. And did you write this one too? No. Oh. All right. Yeah. Just play drums. Okay. At least what it seemed like as the tears fell from his face. And every moment he was here, and now he's just a trace, a memory that's lost in time, gone away. In one moment, will he gone away? You're a memory gone away, but not forever. He's not just a faded fleeting time. Well, it felt like many years, and the people come and go as the moments they drift on by. Oh, but not one tear we shed can bring a single day. Oh, the memory that's lost in time is gone away. In one moment, will he gone away? You're a memory gone away, but not forever. He's not just a faded dream time. Yeah, Jake. Well, hanging by the memory of one living long in time. It's all that I have left. But at least I have this promise, one given long ago. Well, I will see him again, gone away. In one moment, will he gone away? You're a memory gone away, but not forever. He's not just a faded fleeting time. Mr. Jake Hauser over here on the guitar. Always the quiet ones. Make all the noise. Great having Jake. If we said he's only been with us for about a year, and we've had a lot of fun playing with him. Brought some youth to the band. This next song is a song that it's going to be new, so no one else. Yeah, to everyone.
It's a debut.
It really is. It's a song that. I had a friend of mine he was an older retired gentleman, and we met at an old job that I had when I was in high school. And I've always been comfortable speaking with, older people and things like that, and we just kind of clicked and hit it off, and we talked about stuff. And he had a 67 Jaguar E-Type. A title. Means he was the only person who ever owned it. And we talked cars, and he was such a interesting cat and owned a bunch of antiques and stuff. And we would meet at Yum Yum Bakery in Quakertown with a bunch of guys in the evening. And man, I would just sit around with them, and they would just talk about stuff. And I loved it. And just talking about life and, such wisdom that they had there. He knew I was a Christian, but I don't really know if he ever really did. He didn't talk too much about it. But he got sick with cancer and passed away. And it's funny sometimes when you write songs, because when you go to perform them, or it kind of takes you back to when you wrote it. And it's a weird feeling, because music has always been so emotional for me, and I'm an emotional guy. So if I'm getting emotional, you understand why. But it takes you back to how it was feeling in that time. And so I sat and wrote this song, kind of hoping that someday I'll see him again, but I don't know. And that kind of hurts me. But this is to anybody who's ever lost somebody. The song's called Coffee Stained Life, because that's what I remember, having coffee and just talking with them. So. Just like the one before, desire fades within you, but you walk right out the door. 'Cause hopelessly you wander, the answers fade away. You need some kind of savior to help you find a way. Understands it, frustration starts to build. The movement's only backwards, you're climbing up the hill. 'Cause thoughts of ending everything are not too far from you. There's got to be an answer, but you only wish you knew. Fly away. someone to show you that you might want to know. Take your sin and sorrows and cleanse them white as snow. I'll never forget you, my friend, for all time, but I will find you when the end is. Fly away, far, far from here. Fly away, and leave your promise be the light. Fly away, far, far from here. Fly away, leave your promise be the light. Back there, your coffee stayed alive. Leave it all back there. Thank you very much. I'm feeling really nostalgic tonight. I was driving down here tonight and I found an old CD that I haven't heard in a really long time by a band called Petra. I can remember seeing them in concert and White Cross. They were the foundations of a music youth that I had. And man. Like I said, when you start writing songs, you start thinking about things, and it goes back in your being, and it takes you back to what you were and what you remember and how you thought. And this song's goes out to people who have had their hearts broken. How was I to know that you'd be letting go? 'Cause now you're gone and I'm here all alone. Are you who you hoped you'd be? You're chained but claim you're free, and you believe the lie and clouded up your mind. But how do I go on from here? And how do I hold on? 'Cause I'm still trying to find myself on this narrow road. This will be the start to mend the soul, the heart, and find the pieces that you have pulled apart. As soon as you've been gone, I found that I am strong, and now I've turned the page, now I am moving on. How do I go on from here? How do I hold on? 'Cause I'm still trying to find myself on this narrow road. How do I go on from here? How do I hold on? I'm still trying to find myself on this narrow road. On this narrow road. On this narrow road. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I'm on this narrow road all alone. I'm on this narrow road all alone. Everybody say hello, Chris Penyak.
Hey, everybody. Hey, how's it going?
Chris had some exciting news tonight. Oh, we're not? He's going to sing a little later. Okay, that's your news? See, this is kind of the odd thing. So, I'm a Dallas fan. And he's a Niners fan.
I'm a Niners fan. Go Niners. Good luck tomorrow.
So, oh yeah, Eagles score. So I'll tell this
fine.
story. So never told this one either. So we played Legends Bar in Allentown some years ago for a fundraiser. And our start time to walk on stage was like 4:00, and we're on the stage, and it's a pretty good sized bar and stage, and all the games are on the back wall, and everybody is there, and literally we start like boom, and they're like kicking off, and everybody just turns around and watches all the scores, and it's the weirdest thing to play to 100 people and the back of their heads. We did I could have done anything. We could have just sat down. Nobody looked at us. And then people would be cheering, and we're like, oh, they got a field goal. You know what I mean? It was a weird show. It always seems to happen to us.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So. So, I've been talking about emotions tonight. And who here, I think we usually ask this one, like, people have been lied to and hearts broken, and sometimes I believe in forgiveness, but sometimes you just gotta kind of cut it. Say, see you later. So this is to anybody who just wants to say good luck and go your own way, and I'm kind of done with you. This is where it all began. You open your mouth and the truth ends, and you build up all the lies so you can hide behind. Are you proud of where you came from? People see you and they know what you've done. Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. Because you know just what you did when you turned your back on me. You lied, yeah, that's what you did. And the time has come to answer to me. Yes, my friend, what have you become? This is where it's all gonna end, so you can save that apology. Because I've heard all of your pretty words, and they won't work on me, no. Because you know just what you did when you turned your back on me. You lied, yeah, that's what you did. And the time has come to answer to me. Yes, my friend, what have you become? Yes, my friend, what have you become? Come on, Jake, let's go. So don't tell me you're sorry, 'cause you know just what you did when you turned your back on me. You lied, yeah, that's what you did. And the time has come to answer to me. Yes, my friend, what have you become? 'Cause you know just what you did when you turned your back on me. You lied, yeah, that's what you did. And the time has come to answer to me. Yes, my friend, what have you become? Tell me, friend, what have you become? Tell me, friend, what have you become? Tell me, friend, what have you become? I'm sorry. So it's usually around this time where I tell the story of my father having his truck and the oldies 98 being on the radio and listening to Chuck Berry. And another big influence on me in music. So my wife, for Father's Day or Christmas or some holiday, sometime, got me the best of Chuck Berry. Now, I have a 3-year-old, and every day I drop him off at daycare, and every day we have to listen to, and I am told, in order, Roll Over Beethoven, School Days, because ring, ring goes the bell, right, buddy? The Train Song, which is actually Let It Rock, and every now and then, Adeline's favorite. So, this is for you, pal, because you got to go to bed. Down in Louisiana, crossing New Orleans, we're back up in the woods among the evergreens. We stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. We'll lift the country boy named Johnny Good. We'll never ever learn to read or write so well, but play guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny Good. Carry his guitar in a gunny sack, sipping at the trees by the railroad tracks. Whoa, engineers see him sitting in the shade, strumming with the rhythm that the drivers made. The people passing by, they would stop and say, oh my, that little country boy sure can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny Good. Here we go, Jake. Mother, someday on me you will be a man, and you will be the leader of a big old band. Many people gonna come from miles around, hear you play your music when the sun go down. Maybe someday your name will be in lights saying Johnny did good tonight. Go, 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 Jake, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny be good. Thank you. $14-0 Eagles. In the back, where the purple and green are, and Josh's lovely wife Joanna is waving. Tonight only. That's right. We have a special deal for you. You got a sticker, a pin, a CD. That's called a compact disc, folks. Sorry, never hear one. And a T-shirt for $5. So, Mom, buy them all. So, as our name is once called Saul, it's kind of a cool feeling because sometimes, depending upon where we play, because we don't really turn down, like I said, we've played bars, we've played churches, youth groups, music festivals, you name it. And with the name once called Saul, S-A-U-L, not like the famous show that's out there, you kind of get the people who understand what that means, or at least who it is, and they kind of give you the nod, and you get the opportunity to talk to them about that. And then other people who question what it is, and we have the opportunity to tell them who Saul was and who he became. And I look at Saul very personally because he was a man who was completely opposite of what you would think would be a vessel for God. He was literally out trying to imprison Christians and out trying to imprison and in some cases kill believers. And I always think to myself, it's not about being a perfect person that God wants to choose. It's about being a vessel who is willing to do what God wants you to do. And thank God that it's not about who we are or what we have done, because none of us would ever get it. Moses was a murderer. David was a murderer and a philanderer. Paul was trying to imprison people. I mean, these are all people we would pick up and, put before and go, look how great these people are. They're not. They're like you and I and have problems. And so this song's called Here I Stand, and it kind of breaks down the whole story of Jesus, and how he was in the garden and how he knew what was coming. He knew that his sacrifice was necessary, the whole reason he was here. And there he stood, willing to go when he didn't have to. And then when he goes before Pilate, and Pilate asks, "Are you the man that they say you are?" And he says, "I am." And again, he could have just spoke, and he could have just blown everybody away, and it was over. But he wasn't sent here as a savior who was a warrior. He was sent here as a sacrifice. And then, at the end of the story, where he stands out of the grave, and there is no salvation just in the death, but it's the conquering of the death and salvation in his resurrection. So I wrote this song very quickly. It just came to me. Sometimes songs are just crazy, where I just saw it. It was like a puzzle, and I just had to put the pieces in, but I knew exactly how it was going to go. And I brought it to the guys, and man, they just clicked with it, and it was a great song, and I feel like it's not any praise to me by any means, but I feel like it's been one of our blessings, and I wish you guys would know how it feels to play before people songs that you write and do it regularly and have a great band like these guys to play with. So it's called Here I Stand. How long must I sit here? How long must I pray? With the blood and sweat rolling down my face. Well, how long must I wonder? How long must I wait? But I knew this was coming, and this was my fate. Here I stand, we're up against my fate. Here I stand, we're up against my fate. Here I stand, oh, here I stand. Here comes the servant, here comes his son. You don't have to do this, save everyone. So call down your angels to come rescue you. But I must finish to make all things new. Here I stand, all up against my fate. Here I stand, up against my head. Here I stand, oh, here I stand. Here I stand, all up against my head. Here I stand, all up against my head. Here I stand, here I stand, here I stand. Here I stand, Lord. Here I stand, Lord. We're going to take a little break and we'll be back in a little bit.
How about a hand for One's Called Saul? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I always request that Johnny Be Good song. That is a classic. I don't care. It's just one of those songs that I really like, and I'm glad they do it. All right, don't go anywhere. They'll be back in just a few minutes. We got stuff in the kitchen for you to eat and drink. There may even be some of Sister Lizzie's famous zucchini bread. How many? 4? Okay, whatever. Yeah, there's still some of that left. Also, when you go over to that window on the right-hand side, there is a jar. Next to the jar, there is a sign, and on the sign it says, for the band. Most of our artists work on a free offering. If you're able to put anything in that jar, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Got a shout-out to my good friend John Acunzo. He is here tonight. He's raised his hand. He operates a sold-out coffee house in Huntington Valley. Yeah, I always get Huntington Valley and the other one. I get always mixed up. I go down there occasionally. I don't get down there a whole lot, but I do get down there occasionally. But check out here. They have a Facebook page, Sold Out Coffee House. They're gonna be here. Let's see, the second Saturday of the month, which will be what's the date, John? It's February something. Oh, February 11th. So check that out. Also, if you came in after we started, all of our shows are live streamed. And there might be a couple of people actually watching it at the moment, although it's a delay. But if you go home, you can always click on our website at karensplace.org, hit the Boxcast TV link, and you can see this show or any of the others that we recorded over the past few years. They're all there. Or they're on YouTube as well. They're also on our Facebook page. But I would encourage you to use our website, karensplace.org, because it's broadcast in 1080p. Facebook just does 720, so the quality is a little better on our server. Anyway, stick around. Once called Saul, we'll be right back. Okay, thanks for sticking around. Hey, as a reminder, we are here every other the first and third Saturday of the month. In 2 weeks, February 4th, the Patrick O'Connor Band will be here. February, whatever the third February, whatever the date is. Patricia and the Soul Terrier Motives will be here. They're a dynamic band. You got to see them. March is our annual Blues Rock Madness month. The Stephen Bell Trio, and then Obadiah. We sell New Orleans coffee. How many of you have had New Orleans coffee? Cafe du Monde. No one here has had New Orleans coffee? You've never been here on March when we do our Blues Month? None of you? No, I know you guys have been here. Well, anyway, how many of you are familiar with Cafe du Monde coffee? Well, it's very unusual coffee. And you know what? It's pretty hard to get, but we get it. It's blended with chicory. It is extremely dark. It looks like unbelievably strong when you pour it out, but it does not taste that way. The only place you can get it in Pennsylvania is in March is here. We sell it and it's love it. My wife is from New Orleans, in case you're interested, and so she grew up with all this stuff. Anyway, it's great coffee. And in April, our annual comedy night that benefits Battle for Children's Charities. And then we have a new artist coming in April, Amanda Nolan, and she is sensational. You got to hear her. So, George is coming back. He's going to do a couple little solo things here. And please welcome back part of Once Called Saul.
Thank you very much. I wasn't going to do more singing than I had to, considering my voice. But I'm the youngest of four, and in my life I've had to pick up music from all my brothers and sisters and what they've had and all that. And I've been really blessed with a great, great, amazing family. And my sister Sherry is here tonight. We're really close. And she's my big little sister. And I wrote a song for her. Situation that I saw her in. Sorry. Where I saw her really stand up for what she believes in. I'm going to try to be quick because I don't want to be emotional. Really tried to stand up for what she believed in, and she was pouring her heart out, and the person that she was arguing with, she was really trying to tell this person that it was okay to let their guard down and to be soft. But she's here tonight. I haven't played it in a really long time. I thought I'd play it for you, Sherry. Well, it's my time. I've grown to be a man. My heart is on my sleeve, but my soul is in your hands. This time, you can build up that wall, and you can make it of steel, and you can make it thick and tall. But time will come when you know what I am saying, and you'll know that you are wrong. Time will come when you know what I am whispering and understand my song. How many times sit here and cry with my heart in my hands and my soul about to die. These words are mine. They will cut through your pride, and they will mend your heart, and they will open up your eyes, and time will come when you'll know what I am saying, and you'll know that you are wrong, and time will come when you'll know what I am screaming, and you'll understand my song. And time will come when you know what I am saying, and you'll know that you are wrong. And time will come when you know what I am screaming, and you'll understand my song. Yes, it's my song. It's not your song. Thank you very much. Going to unplug now. That I would tackle you in a heartbeat. We're all emotional tonight. That was actually my uncle Albert's guitar, who was like another dad to me, who passed away from a brain tumor. And my aunt and uncle gave me that guitar. That was his. And he taught me all the classics, told all the jokes. This next song is really a favorite of mine as I've gotten older. Yeah, one of my mythical favorites. They tease me because a lot of times I say all the songs are my favorites. But like I said, growing up listening to music and everything, really contemporary Christian and all that, and then really get into alternative rock and things like that, and then Southern rock was a huge thing for me, and still is. I'm a huge fan of Southern rock, and but this one, I'm sorry, my guitar is not on. Oh, sorry. So, this song is called Who Is This? And it really talks about who I have been at times, and I think we all are, where I look in the mirror and go, how did I get here? And how did I allow myself to become this thorn in my side that just continues to go? And I've wronged a lot of people in my life, and I have had to do a lot of apologies in my life to many people. And so this song is called Who Is This? And it's basically to anybody who deals with something. And it doesn't have to be like a drug or alcohol. It was never any issues for me or anything like that. But it can be anything that you just keep letting you hold on to and can't let it go. And finally, I just said, "Who is this person that I become?" And I hate it. Like I hate being this, and yet, boy, it just kept pulling me. Here I go again. I'm fighting with this one within. Just looking into my past. I'm sliding through this hourglass. My time has come at last. Who is this? Well, I know not your name. Who is this? I know there's no shame. Who is this? It's my bone and my flesh. Who is this? I know no less. Who is this? Another day has come as I fool everyone. Outside I look so calm, but inside I have overcome. For I am overcome. Who is this? Well, I know not your name. Who is this? I know no shame. Who is this? My thorn in my flesh. Who is this? I know nowhere. How did I get here to this life on my own? I gotta get back to the road that takes me home. Let's go, Jake. Well, I know not your name. Who is this? Who knows no shame? Who is this? My thorn in my flesh. Who is this? Yes, I know no less. Who is this? Jake Hauser, everybody. I've often said, if I could play like Jake, I would be the most arrogant. Nah. So, keeping with the theme of a little southern rock, there's a great band out there called Leonard Skinner. And amazingly, their words for this song carry. Yeah, here's Freebird. But this song, Simple Man, carries such a great weight. If you really listen to the words, it's unbelievably great. And little trivia question for you there: that Ronnie Van Zant never wrote the words to any lyrics to a song by Leonard Skinner. He said, if they're good enough lyrics, I won't forget them. I have lyrics for songs that I've written right in front of me. I can't believe not writing lyrics for a song.
Maybe they're not as good as you think they are.
I don't know. Are you one who thinks that Leonard Skinner's overrated? Or you think my word? Oh, you mean my words?
Yeah.
Oh. So stupid. I thought you meant
Yeah,
Leonard
you're right.
Skinner. I'm like, yeah, well, people think Leonard Skinner's overrated, so I get it. Wow. Okay. All right.
Anyway, here's Simple Man, everyone.
Yes, there you go. Mama told me when I was young, and sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely to what I say, and if you do this, it'll help some someday. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, they will pass. Go find a woman, you'll find love. But don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something, yes, you love and understand. Baby, be simple, oh, be a simple man. You can do it, oh baby, if you can. Get your lust for a rich man's gold. All you need is in your soul. 'Cause you can do this, oh baby, if you try. And all I want for you, my friend, to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something, yes, love and understand. Baby, be a simple, oh, be a simple man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can do it, oh, baby, if you can. Oh, yes, I will. Baby, be a simple, man, yeah. And you can do this, oh baby, if you can. Won't you do this, oh baby, if you can, yeah. So won't you do this, oh baby, if you can. Daddy, play the red one. Sorry, I can't talk and tune at the same time. So this is a song, this song's called Reckoning, and for those of you who've known this from before, it's a song that I wrote for a great man named Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad. And years ago, my mom took me to a concert to go see him, because after he did, if you don't know, when he was with Grand Funk Railroad, he did a bunch of Christian albums, and we went and saw him. And he really talked a lot about his family and his parents who were alcoholics and dealing with them, and he never wanted to be that way, and yet he found himself in the exact same position after having everything that this world can offer, selling out stadiums, and yet feeling an empty void inside. And I remember him saying he had a bandana on his head and cut off t-shirt, and he went down the street and he walked in the first church he could find, and they put their arms around him and they said, "Welcome home, brother." And that was it. And so we went and saw him, and boy, I was impacted heavily by that one. And so this song I kind of wrote for him, and I've always thought, well, I wonder how I could ever get a hold of him. Maybe just send him a copy of it. I don't know. Just one of those dreams, I guess. Go ahead, Jake, whenever you're ready. confusion creeps into my mind. I feel the fear begin to rise. I hold it off, yes, I look down inside. But oh Lord, this feeling never dies. Here I am now, alone with my enemies. Is this the man I run to be? Here I am now, while I'm falling to my knees. On this, the day of reckoning. I scream out as I look up to the sky, look down on this life of mine. Can you hear me, or am I all alone? For whom do I sing this song? Here I am now, alone with my enemies. Is this the man I come to be? Here I am now, while I'm falling to my knees. On this, the day of reckoning. Here I am now, alone with my enemies. Is this the man I've come to be? Here I am now, I'm falling to my knees. On this, the day of reckoning. Here I am now, alone with my enemies. Is this the man I've come to be? Here I am now, I'm falling to my knees. On this day of reckoning. Woo! Score update.
28. Woo. Giants fans here tonight.
It's the Eagles.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. You're happy?
I think it's the Eagles.
What?
Year. I think it's the Eagles' year. I mean,
It's
I'm
Eagles,
sorry.
It's Eagles
I'm
week.
sorry. I'm
But
sorry.
next week, Brock Purdy, everybody. I'm just saying.
Look, no one. Like, everybody's like, who? What party?
Who?
What party?
Mr. Relevant. That's who.
They still don't know.
Hey, they'll find out next week.
Josh,
Get outta here.
Josh doesn't like talking about football. So, Chris, do you want to play? You want to sing?
Well, I've been playing.
Can I take a break?
I'd rather you didn't,
Oh,
but I can.
there was whispers. I heard whispers. They're like, when is that guy Chris gonna sing?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that, but I can sing.
All right, Chris,
All right, yeah. All right.
take it away.
Here's a song you probably know. He'll start it though. Give me a word, give me a sign. Show me where to look, but tell me what will I find? Oh, what will I find? Lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Show me where to look, but tell me what will I find? Oh, what will I find? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Heaven, let your light shine down. 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 Love is in the water, love is in the air. Show me where to go, but tell me will love be there? Oh, will love be there? Teach me how to speak and teach me how to share. Teach me where to go, but tell me will love be there? Oh, will love be there? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa. Heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa. Heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa. Let your light shine down. Give me a word, give me a sign. Show me where to look, but tell me what will I find? Oh, what will I find? Lay me on the ground and fly me in the sky. Show me where to look, but tell me what will I find? Oh, what will I find? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Heaven, let your light shine down. 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 Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Heaven's little light shining down on me. Oh yeah, yeah. Heaven's little light shining down on me. Come on and shine.
Chris Penyak, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we have two more for you here. Night falls, a whisper in the air. Cold sweat of yesterday, but you're not there. I sit amongst my fears as he stares me in the eye. Yeah, I have nothing to say, and nothing will ever change. No, could I have been forever? Days you stayed alone, and now you're standing there with the fire in your hand. And could I have been forever? Days you stayed alone, but now you're standing there with the fire in your hand. Invincible is what you say you are. And I used to know you before you sailed into the sky. I am the God you said in vain, as you sit amongst the fools. But the effigy in your honor says that nothing will ever change. Could I have been forever? Say as you stayed alone, and now you're standing there with the fire in your hand. And could I have been forever? Say as you stayed alone, and now you're standing there with the fire in your hand. Could I have been forever? Say you stayed alone, but now you're standing there with fire in your hand. And could I have been forever? Say you stayed alone, but now you're standing there with the fire in your hand. Fire's in your hand. Thank you very much, guys. It's been an awesome night. It's been a lot of fun, and our last song, I think we've closed about every show since this song was written. Yeah, since we wrote it. Number one, 'cause it's usually the one that wrecks my voice the most. But tonight, if you take anything away, I appreciate everybody coming out. I know you guys have seen us before. I know some people had to come. And but if you take anything away tonight, know that we don't do it for our glory. We have a blast doing it, but God's given us a fun talent that we get to share. But also know that no matter what you're going through, there is someone who already has the plan. And it's already done. I found myself being pretty nervous about 2 years ago about something that was going on in the world, and man, I don't know how my parents slept at night sometimes, not knowing where I was. And now I have two of my own, and man, I'm just... And I'm afraid for them. I'm afraid of what they're going to have to battle. I'm not for war, and I'm not for fighting by any means. But as Christians, we are not to put our head in the sand. And at some point, David had to stop praying and go pick up those stones by the river, and he had to stand up to Goliath. Again, I'm not advocating war by any means, but sitting idly by, we can't. And I'm not here to speak politics or anything like that. That's not what I'm getting into, but we all know that there's a battle that is going on. I had an interesting conversation this week with a friend of mine from work, and he was talking about aliens and if I believed in them, and I said no, but I believe in demons, and I believe that God and angels, so I believe in the devil and demons. And man, he is here to confuse us and to twist us and to take anything away from us that will point us toward God. And I am the first person to look to that shiny thing. The song's called Fire Down. It really talks about when Elijah goes up against the prophets of Baal and when he fights them, but when he stands against them. And some people say, why don't we see miracles like this today? And I'm telling you, there are miracles that happen every day. Am I doing my part? Am I praying? Am I asking for myself to be changed, not the other person to be changed? What am I getting from this? How is God refining me in the fire? And I am so terrible at this. We believe that 2,000 years ago, Christ came to die on the cross for my sins. For his. And all you have to do is say, I'm a sinner and I need to be saved. People go to church their whole lives and never actually get told those simple words. We recently moved back in the summer and we visited 25 churches, and I can't tell you how much my heart broke when I would walk into these places and everybody just talked about everybody just love, and that's love, and everything's accepted and just love. And man, they never told the truth of what it really meant. Song's called Fire Down. Thank you so much for supporting Once Called Saul. We really appreciate it, more than you know. Pour it out, scream and shout, bend your knees, cut and bleed, yes, lose control,
dig your hole as you sell your soul. What now turn to watch and you'll learn. It's not about how loud you scream and shout, no, it's what's within. So shed your skin, and then it'll be brought down. Bring the fire down. Place it on the ground. You're the only one who can bring the fire down. Stand your ground, 'cause truth was found. Make a man do what bitter and yes, and just stand tall against it all, because it will fall. Bring the fire down. Place it on the ground. You're the only one who can bring the fire down. Bring the fire down. Place it on the ground. You're the only one who can bring the fire down. Bring the fire down. Place it on the ground. You're the only one who can bring the fire down. Thank you so much. God bless. The one's called Saul. Thank you so much. God bless.
How about a hand for Once Called Saul? Okay. I think I forgot to turn them lights off. Anyway, I want to thank you all for coming out. Listen, over in the window on the right-hand side, there is a jar. Next to the jar, there is a sign. And on the sign, it says, for the band, most of our artists work on a free offering. If you're able to put anything in that jar, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, Dan, for turning them lights off. How about a hand for Dan back there on our sound? And up in that little room that you probably can't see, we have Marty's up there doing audio, and Derek Garrido is doing cameras. Remember, if you want to go home and re-watch this, you can. Go on our website, karensplace.org. Click on the Boxcast TV link, and it'll bring up this show, plus all the shows we've done in the past. You can view them anytime. It's also on YouTube. A lot of people have YouTube on their TV. It makes it easier, I guess. Or on our Facebook page, you can get it there as well. We'll be here in 2 weeks, the Patrick O'Connor Band. Remember my good friend John Acunzo? He operates Sold Out Coffee House. in Huntington Valley. They're the second Saturday of the month. So go on. They have a Facebook page, Sold Out Coffee House. You can check that out and see what's happening there. Hope to see you all in 2 weeks. If you have nowhere to be tomorrow morning, you are certainly welcome to be here, not downstairs, but upstairs, and worship with us at 10 o'clock. And I just want to tell you, if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you know what? I hope you don't leave here without knowing. And if you want to ask somebody, you can ask me, you can ask somebody in the band, ask my wife, or whatever. That could be the best decision you ever made in your life if you don't know him as your Lord and Savior and you come to know him. He'd love to know you. Thank you for coming out, and God bless.